Hello everyone, I'm Wisdom Cube, and welcome back to another installment of Out of the Underworld, where I basically give my thoughts on a villain you probably haven't heard of before. And today, I'm going to be reviewing the protagonist from Death Note, Light Yagami. Now, Light Yagami is this teenager who goes to a Japanese high school, and he's a brilliant genius. And one day he ends up finding this mysterious notebook called a Death Note that has the power to kill anyone whose name is written in it. So after picking it up and testing it later, Light decides that since the world is full of rotten people, he's gonna decide to change the world by getting rid of those rotten people, one name at a time. And along the way, he becomes this serial killer slash messiah figure known as Kira. From there, oh man, from there are many deaths that Light causes. Yeah. So, excuse me. So, the first thing he does is he kills this criminal who holds a bunch of people at the school hostage, and after that, he ends up killing many other criminals over the course of like 4 or so days, and from there, he announces to the world that he is Kira, and he tells the world straight up, either cooperate with me or die. That is Light's ultimatum. He wanted the police to cooperate with him, since in his eyes they fight on the side of justice, and Light, at least to him, he fights on the side of justice too. And yeah, the police obviously refuse, and yeah, Light makes sure that they pay the price for it. Yeah. Not only that, he is quite intelligent and is able to manipulate anyone he comes across. Sorry about that. Now, back to what I was saying before. Light kills a lot of people in his journey, and eventually the deaths attracted the police's attention. And even the police are forced to get help from this detective named L. And L is this detective who's just as intelligent as Light, and over the course of multiple episodes, Light and L end up going against each other, whether it's in a tennis match or just having these like this mental chess match between them to see like who will slip up first. Yeah, that's basically it. And yeah, side note, the one person Light is able to manipulate is this pop star named Misa, and Misa is rather dense, but she also has a Death Note too. Yeah. And from there, Light also ends up manipulating this other female character, which I can't remember the name of, but yeah, basically Light manipulates her into joining forces with him to in order to, like, make his dream a reality. Yeah. So after a bunch of shenanigans with, like, manipulating those two females I mentioned earlier and killing L finally, aside from that, along the way, Light ends up developing some sort of a god complex. With every kill, he slides further and further off of the deep end. Even his family isn't safe from him. Case in point, his dad is a police chief and he's on the task force to hunt down Kira. And yeah, even he is not safe. He ends up getting killed too. So, yeah. Now, after the death of his father and the death of the death of L, unbeknownst to him, Light ends up attracting the attention of L's successor named Nier. And during, like, the last few episodes, Light's overconfidence and arrogance ends up biting him when Nier discovers his identity and Light just goes crazy. Like, he ends up going into this tirade about how he is the god of the new world and he is justice. And yeah, sorry, I keep saying L. Light ends up trying to write down the task force members' names after he ends up after Light ends up getting bamboozled by Nier. Yeah. And after this other policeman named Matsuda, who's also still alive, ends up shooting him and Light runs away. And side note, I apologize I didn't mention this earlier, but when Light picks up the Death Note, he ends up becoming friends, sort of, with this Shinigami named Ryuk. Yeah, I think that's his name, Ryuk. Yeah. So, Ryuk is pretty funny. Yeah. Despite his appearance, his love of apples is is quite endearing, I will say that. Yeah. Now, getting back on topic, Light in his last few moments ends up getting shot by Matsuda several times, but he manages to get away, and when he does, he ends up dying anyway, because Ryuk ends up writing his name in his Death Note. Yeah. So, bottom line, Light had good intentions, but those good intentions and the power of the Death Note ended up costing him his life in the end. So, what do you guys think of Light Yagami? Do you guys like him? Hate him? What were some of your favorite moments with Light? And what was your favorite kill that Light committed? Just comment below, let me know. Excuse me. I'm Wisdom Cube, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.